Hi, in this video I would like to present to you the International Jew weekly pamphlets that were published in Dearborn, Michigan in the 1920s because it has been embraced by current anti-Semitic groups in the United States as well as by other entities such as one that I encountered, the San Diego Museum of Art. The pamphlets were published at a printing shop called the Dearborn Independent that the industrialist Henry Ford proudly owned. The full title of the publication was The International Jew, the World's Foremost Problem, Chronicle of the Neglected Truth. The International Jew publication embraced the mythology of Jews being genetically devilish humanoids and expanded primarily on the theme of existential threat to non-Jews, where Jews are being too powerful politically, economically, and ideologically. The same statement that the Jews are very powerful, which is why everybody is afraid of them, was said to me by two representatives of the San Diego Museum of Art who were possibly mocking me for being an Israeli Jew. Their statements were approved by several others, to include the executive director and the president of the board of trustees. In other words, the effect of the International Jew publication still reverberates loudly today after 100 years. The publication of the anti-Semitic pamphlet was successful beyond measure because it appealed to people's emotions without the need to rely on any facts. Much of its content was based on a slightly earlier fictional publication that was circulating in Europe called The Protocols of the Elders of Zion, where the author described a conversation among Jewish elders who allegedly conspired to dominate the world. The title, The International Jew, was based on the Jewish national identity that always connected the Jews with their homeland. The editor was alleging that after losing their homeland, the Jews now perceive the whole world as their homeland, which they allegedly thrive to dominate as if it is their own land. A lawsuit for defamation closed down the publication after 500,000 pamphlets were already distributed and the long-term damage was already done. In his defense, Henry Ford asserted that he didn't write the anti-Semitic pamphlets himself, but merely rented the printing shop to whoever paid the rent. But Ford's anti-Semitic quotes and friendly association with Nazi leaders don't align with his defense. With the beginning of World War II, Henry Ford happily received the award of the Grand Cross Supreme of the Order of the German Eagle, reserved only for a few individuals that Hitler personally admired. This specific admiration was based on the mutual belief that it was possible to succeed in improving the world in spite of the Jews sabotaging the progress of modernization. Until today, a century later, Dearborn, Michigan is still one of the biggest, largest anti-Semitic centers in the United States, where the International Jew is now the Zionist Jew. Ironically and sadly, first, the Jews encountered anti-Semitism by becoming a nation without a homeland, and now the Jews are encountering anti-Semitism due to having their homeland. Head, anti-Semitism wins, and tail, the Jews lose. One way or another, the mythical power of the Jews continues to appeal to people's emotions without the need to rely on facts. The Jews are said to be guilty of having too much power with no chance of proving otherwise, because when it comes to anti-Semitism, the truth doesn't matter. If you didn't know, now you know. Bye.